Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another Nurturing Astrology Nugget. Today, I'm here to speak with you about Venus in Pisces. Venus will enter Pisces tomorrow, January 26th, and be there through February 20th. I can speak to Venus in Pisces from two perspectives, once again, from my knowledge and also from my personal experience, as I have Venus in Pisces. So Venus is said to be exalted in the sign of Pisces, which just means that it's capable of the highest expression of love in this sign. And Venus is about relationships and love, our values, our personal self-worth, creativity and joy, and cultivating all those good things in life. In Pisces, this mutable water sign of unconditional, universal one love here inspires a desire to create and cultivate deep, loving connections with compassion and hope of manifesting that highest potential and good. And since Pisces is ruled by both Jupiter and Neptune, this can be expressed in like a faith in or a desire for a spiritual connection and to like merge with partners on a deep level. And on the Neptune side of things, it can cause uncertainty, fear, or disillusionment when others in relationships don't meet our expectations or live up to that ideal. The way that I experience this placement for myself and what I've learned from this placement is my desire and ability to always see the good and highest potentials in people and things, or wanting to, and wanting them so badly to live up to those potentials. When I was younger, exploring relationships, I often fell in love with the potentials of someone. I mean, we've all done that, right? Rather than what was actually there or what they were even actually showing me, right? But this was my hope of, hanging in there, helping, and even helping them reach that highest potential of themselves in some way. These are the rose-colored glasses of Pisces, right? So this transit is a good time to ask ourselves if we're seeing love and our relationships clearly. Are they living up to our expectations or meeting our expectations? Or are our expectations realistic? And are we seeing someone for who they truly are, or are not in our lives? So it's natural for Venus and Pisces to want to see the best in others. I mean, in general, I have to believe that there is more good in people and the world than bad. And it is kind of an illusion, Pisces, I may be living in, but I have to keep myself from becoming very disappointed or disillusioned with the world, or wanting to escape and give up on what's possible for humanity, because it can be so hard to see all of the, pain in the world, whether it's people I love or just, in the world in general. So this is also one of the reasons why I think I spent and was okay spending a lot of time in my life alone, because I was afraid to open my heart to be hurt or be vulnerable. But the beautiful part of that is I channeled that Venusian creative, that energy into Venusian creative endeavors, like, art and singing and dancing, acting, these are things I wanted to do. And this is how I ended up cultivating a love, for myself and finding things that I enjoyed, and allowed me then from that place to let go of things I thought I wanted that really were just ways of trying to make me feel the kind of love I was searching for. And ultimately, once I got to a solid place of self-love and self-worth, was when I then attracted my now husband of 14 years, and was able to have and cultivate this beautiful love story and marriage that I'm very proud of. It's one of the most, one of the things I'm most proud of in my life, actually. And now that Venus in Pisces for me wants to help, others have fulfilling relationships and know their own worth and value. And astrology is just sort of that unique, fun, creative way of doing that for me. So I hope these few little shares help you sort of understand the potentials of this transit. But look to where Pisces is in your natal chart, okay? This is where these themes can come alive for you. And reflect on a few ideas, like, what does love mean to you? And how do you love? What do you love? Work on what you love or on your relationship with love itself. And how do you love? Do you love with condition? What is your love language? Explore your level of faith in others and what feels possible. It's very easy, like I said, to become disillusioned in relationship. But ask yourself too, how do you allow yourself to receive love? Do you allow yourself to receive it? Are you good at taking compliments, for example? Do you let people help you when they're offering? Do you accept help or accept love? And often if we cannot see, that old cliche of, if we don't love ourselves, how can anyone else love us? It's a cliche maybe, but I believe all cliches are cliches because they're real, because they're accurate. And the bottom line is, if there isn't a strong sense of self-love that you express, it's hard for someone to energetically match you in a place you ultimately desire. So cultivating self-love and, understanding what we actually need as individuals to feel loved and fulfilled is key in attracting that other in our lives. And this can actually help us cultivate more honesty in our relationships and peace in our relationships, and help build bridges for healing, if that's what's needed as well. And ask yourself, how do you cultivate or seek higher love, joy, and creative expression in your life? Maybe it's creative hobbies, or enjoyments of or expressions of art and singing and dancing, or whatever creative thing you do, whether it's creating jewelry or clothes, or you're a chef. What are the things that you just love to do that you enjoy, and also that you enjoy doing in order to share with others, whether it's for gifts, whether it's for a business. But when we really live in our joy and do what we love, we can then attract what we're really worth. Now, we'll look quickly at a few of the key transits that Venus is going to be making during its time in Pisces. So first, February 5th, Venus is going to square Mars in Gemini. And this is also on the Leo full moon day. So you're going to have this additional square. There's a T-square in that chart, and you can check out my little short about that, or the astrology musings for Aquarius season. But you'll have that additional square between Venus and Mars, where there can be this feeling of maybe stuck, being overwhelmed or stuck with too much that maybe you've taken on, or trying too hard to make something work. Maybe it's a time that the blinders come off, and we have to really see things for what they are so that we can make clearer choices. But there'll be an opportunity to have some maybe tough talks, or open up the floor to some discussions for how to make a relationship work better, and speaking honestly about what's needed, or getting clear about your expectations of a relationship. And this can be a work relationship, a personal relationship, a friendship, a working partnership, any sort of relationship. So keep that in mind during that full moon on February 5th. Then on February 8th, Venus will sextile Uranus. This is a beautiful time for taking a chance on love or something you are creating, and or maybe a spark of insight or amazing idea, genius creative idea pops in your head and you say, yes, it's time to give that a try. Or maybe a surprise offer comes your way. We're talking Uranus here, where it's like expect the unexpected. So maybe some beautiful offer comes your way out of the blue that you cannot say no to, and you probably shouldn't. Then finally, on February 15th, Venus is going to be moving into that conjunction with Neptune in Pisces, its ruler. So Venus will be moving towards this conjunction the entire time that it's in Pisces, and it meets up on February 15th. This can be a time of complete overwhelm of emotion based on what is happening in your life. So if, for example, everything is rosy and good and you are full and full of love and joy and you just want to share, it could be so overwhelming that you're crying, you're so happy, and you just want to share all the beautiful things that you're doing with the people that you love, or celebrating some wonderful thing that's happening in your life. The other side of that could be if there's struggle or pain or suffering happening in your life or to someone that you love. This could be a time when we need a good cry on the shoulder of somebody that we love and trust, or maybe we need to be the shoulder for someone who is in pain and needs us. So this is a really good time to ask for what you need or be there for someone in need if there is that situation that comes up for you. It could be a very tough time in love where things end or people have breakups and they just really need that shoulder to cry on and that uplifting support that everything will be okay, to heal, and they'll be able to move forward. It could be any sort of relationship. It could be family. It could be a health issue. Venus is opposing Virgo, right? So we have Venus in Pisces, the opposite is Virgo. So this could be, these uncertain illnesses or somebody who's sick who really needs you in this moment to feel sort of secure and safe and loved and nurtured. So this may be a time when your cup runneth over, or you really need to be there to help fill someone else's. Okay, I hope this one helps you on your path of creating more love of self and others in your life during this time and cultivating more joy, peace, hope, and happiness for the future. Love to you all. Take good care, and I'll see you on the next one.